Let's say hi to our next guest here on Nova.
Our next guest is a former Formula One team boss and star of the Netflix show Drive to Survive.
How do you sum up your season then this year?
It's one short word. Shit.
Please welcome to the show, racing legend Gunther Steiner. Woo!
Hey, there he is.
Hello.
Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
We are excellent.
Where are we talking to you from?
I'm at home in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Great.
Now, I've heard you saying recently in recent weeks that you think Oscar Piastri, our Melbourne boy, has a very good chance of taking out the Australian Grand Prix. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. And I'm not saying it because you're Australian, you know. I say it to other outlets as well because I think he's in a very good position, you know, to win quite a bit this year if it all goes how I think it will go, that the McLaren is the best or one of the best cars this year.
Look, Lauren's the one that actually got me into Formula One.
Yeah, I love it.
You were on a plane one day and she got me to watch Drive to Survive.
Which I think has brought a lot of people into the sport that
Massive.
weren't purists of F1, right?
It's made you a bloody star.
Hasn't it?
I don't know about that.
The thing I can't get my head around is when there's two drivers for the one team and then a driver will be told, hey, we need you to
Team
let the
order.
other,
Yeah, it's a
we
team
need you to
sport.
let the other team member go in front and win the race. Is that a frustrating are you nervous going into a chat over the two-way with the drivers when you have to ask them to do that?
Yeah, and what it is normally, you make an agreement before the race if things happen, what you're going to do. And I think sometimes in a season, you know, like what I predict for this year, that they let Lando and Oscar start off, the better man wins. But after a certain point, and normally that point is around the summer break, when there is the 2-week break for everybody, when they come back and there's a chance to win the World Championship, you need normally to focus on one guy if one of your opponents is close by. So that is what you do. But even if you agree it before the race, when you have to say it in the race to let somebody by or to not stay in the way, it's never an easy call.
Gunther, I know you spoke about Oscar being a potential winner of the Australian Grand Prix, the Melbourne Grand Prix. Is he a potential world champion?
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, he showed that last year because Lando Norris is obviously one of the best drivers out there in the moment. And he sometimes beats him. You know, it's a big competition between them. Sometimes one is better than the other one, but it's not like that Lando is dominating Oscar. Oscar sometimes was faster than Lando.
And we've also got Jack Doohan coming in this year, son of Mick Doohan. He's making his F1 debut.
Alpine, yeah.
How's he looking as a young upcoming driver?
I think he did pretty well in F2. He never won the championship. But you know, in F2, if you're not in the right team at the right time, like also in Formula One, you're not going to win. But I think he has done well. He has won F2 races. Obviously, when you come into F1, it's a big step up again, you know. So, but he has got a big opportunity, and he's a very experienced racer. So I think he has got a good chance. I think he has got enough time to show how good he is and to earn his seat in F1.
What's it like being Gunther? Jay said before about how popular you are, and he's right. We see you at Albert Park, waving, high-fiving, signing autographs. You are like a driver.
A rock star.
Yeah.
You walk around like a rock star.
What's it like, and do you love it? Because you've become so popular in the wake of Drive to Survive.
It's something which came unexpected for me. I didn't work for this, you know, but it's good and you can give something back to people. I think motorsport, next year is 40 years that I work in motorsport.
Wow.
It's given a lot of things to me in my life, you know. It just happened, you know. It wasn't like when all of a sudden I got more known in the world, it was like I achieved something. No, it happened and now I have to deal with it. But, you know, there are worse things to deal with it than that one.
Yeah. But some of the F1 team principles, like you guys admittedly are rock stars when it comes to F1 now, but there's a few that are a bit happier with themselves than others, would you say? Like there's your Christian Horners, they're all these big characters. Do any of them take themselves a bit too seriously?
I don't think. It's still a sport, you know. We are having a good life and we are not changing the world, I would say, you know.
Yeah, right.
Obviously, we give entertainment and I'm aware of that. It's entertainment. It's not changing the world. So, you know, I don't take myself serious and some people, we are not all the same. That is a good thing,
Yeah,
I think.
some love the attention more than others,
Good
right?
attitude. Hey, Gunther, is there something that would be surprised to find out about you? Like, are you a bad driver? Do you take 2 hours to change a tyre compared to, you know, on the track?
No, there's nothing really be surprising to me. I'm a very normal driver. I mean, I can drive, but I'm not a race car driver by no means. And I can change a tire, by the way. I take you on. Oh, yeah.
That's better than any of us can do.
Out of habit, if someone's filling up your petrol, do you just start yelling at them? Quicker, quicker.
No, I leave them, you know.
We're just a few weeks out from the Australian Formula One Grand Prix. How does the Australian Grand Prix compare to others in the world? I mean, Monaco looks spectacular, but here in Melbourne, we put on a pretty good show.
Absolutely. And it's the first race, which is always nice to be because your hopes are up. You know, you've got energy. You want to go back racing. So it's a natural drive. But also people love to go there because the fans, I mean, you can see if you go to places and there's not I don't think there are really any place anymore where the people don't care about F1. But in Australia, for sure, people care and they love it, you know, and that makes people happy. That makes the drivers happy, makes all the team members happy, the mechanics, because they see that they come here and give people what they want, you know. So it's always a cool place to be. And the weather normally is good as well, normally.
For a long time, Gunther, there's been a debate here in Melbourne, day race, twilight race, night race. Would you like to see a night race at Albert Park?
No, I think Albert Park, how it is, it's very good, you know. I think it's very good. I mean, you could do it at night, but there's enough night races now, and Albert Park was always a day race. So why change it? I mean, people love it like it is. People come along, people watch it on TV. So I wouldn't change Albert Park to a night race.
Okay, you said Oscar Piastri may win. Who else will we see on the podium in Melbourne, do you think? What's your prediction?
For me, the favourites this year are the McLarens and the Ferraris. So I think that will be the podium, you know. But it will be so close this year. That's my prediction between the big four: McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, and Red Bull. So not 100% sure, but I think as the teams, McLaren and Ferrari will be the best. So we will see. I would think 2 McLarens and 1 Ferrari on the podium.
And Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari this year?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Huh? I mean, everybody talks about it, and obviously he has a lot to deliver now because there's a big anticipation for him to do well, and he's a good driver. But you know, it's I take my hat off to him making that change so late in his career to change team.
It does seem like a dream combo, though. Seeing Lewis Hamilton drive for Ferrari will be amazing.
Change can be as good as a holiday. Hey, Gunther, we can't wait to see you when you get to Melbourne. And also, the live show will put the ticket details up on our socials. Mate, swing past the studio when you get to Melbourne. We'd love to see you in person.
Thank you very much. I will try to do it.
It's gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.